Welcome to the Language Podcast. I am your host, Jada Marie, and we got some things to talk about. I'm hella excited. Like, I can't even contain how excited I am because I miss recording. And I really miss y'all, but I miss recording more than anything. Same program. It's the same program. Yes, y'all are getting this on a Friday, but that will not be a normal thing. You will still get this podcast on Monday. I just need to start somewhere, and I got a lot to talk about because the Grammy nominations came out. So that's the topic for today. But let's do our check-in. I am going to keep it short, cute, and simple. I think the last time we talked, I was on my 100-day journey, probably halfway through the journey. And I just really needed to take the last, 50 days to myself. A lot has changed. I moved. So y'all might hear a lot in the background. I live by a street, so it get a little rowdy out there, a little horn honking, a little motorcycles going vroom vroom. I can't control that. But yeah, I have been good. Can't complain. Y'all know that this world has been whirling, which is probably why I really needed a break because, like a lot of people have been saying, and I'm glad that people have been saying it because it's okay for us to still continue to do the things that we love and want to do and not continue to overbear you guys with the same news that we're all seeing. And I don't think a couple months ago that I was able to show up to my podcast without talking about the things that were going on or just being in the right headspace. But I'm good. I'm back. We doing this. Y'all know I always got something to talk about, but when those Grammy nominations came out, I just knew like, here we go. This is the time. And when I saw the nominations, I knew this is what I needed to talk about. So I think that's all that I have for the check-in. My birthday coming up in what, a couple months. Y'all know how I do with my birthday. Have I been working out as much as I'm supposed to? No. I have not been to the gym. I have been trying to go on walks and things like that. It's been hot in Arizona. The summer was nice, okay? We got a nice summer, but it's still hot as hell right now, like hotter than normal. It's not hot as hell, but it's a little too hot to my liking. Like I'm tired of my AC still coming on. I'm tired of it being 90 degrees at like 12 o'clock. Like I'm over that. So yeah, that's the check-in. I do want y'all to know I got some wine, so it shouldn't be enough to give me a little but I don't drink, so it might give me a little lit, a little turn. But anyways, let's talk to my bookies. How many books has Jada read since she has stopped recording? Probably two. Two, no, three books. Actually, three books, but one of them I don't have with me. But I read Can't Get Enough, which is the third book in Kennedy Ryan's Skyland series series. Um, so what happened with Can't Get Enough? I was reading it, okay, flipping through the pages, loving it. Um, I don't know, like when I got to the end, I kind of struggled to finish it. So I don't want to give it a bad review because y'all know I hate talking down on my black people, and it wasn't a bad book. It was a really good story. Her bringing up like her mom having Alzheimer's, just like talking about investments, business, and stuff like that. I do always say that Kennedy Ryan always brings up like great points in her books. So I was happy with that. I just think like I wanted the story to go a certain way. And towards the end, it was just really hard for me to keep getting through the book. So yeah, I mean, what is it? This Could Be Us is still my favorite book. Like I told my cousin, you gotta get Can't Get Enough. You gotta get Can't Get Enough. And this is when I was like halfway through the book, and then she finally ended up getting it. She got a hardback cover too. And then when I got to the part, I was like, I think I kind of overhyped it, but at least I can admit when I'm overhyping something. So I read Can't Get Enough. Um, I went to go pick up some more books, and this girl that worked at Ulta Beauty, she so happened to be in Barnes and Noble. I really don't know what I was looking for, and when I tell you sis put four books in my hands, I did not question her. I have read one book completely, and I'm reading one right now, and she has done a great job recommending books. So the first book that I read was called The Nightingale by Kristen Hannah. This book was a 10 out of 10. It is historical fiction, had me boohoo crying sometimes, you know. I would not tell you that this was a happy ending, but this was a book about war. It was about World War II. I learned a lot in this book. Thought I knew some stuff. Nah. This was a good one. It's about two sisters. They are completely different, but their journey and what they experienced through war is really a nice story. And then right now, after that historical fiction book, I had to get to something light and cute, and I am reading this romance book. Yeah, the light is messing it up, but it's called 28 Summers. And baby, I think I'm on like summer 7 right now, and I am very invested. I think that it's a cute little love story. It doesn't have your typical like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. It's summer 1, summer 2, summer 3. And like right now we in like summer 7, and I think we in like 1999. So I like how at the beginning of the summer the author talks about like what's going on in the world, like what they're focused on. It's a cute book. I am loving it. I'm digging it. I'm not as far as I would like to be, but yeah. And look at my little cute bookmark, y'all. My mommy found it. We had these bookmarks that like went around the pages, but now we just put that on there. They're so cute. But yeah, that's it, bookies. I do have a whole list of books that I need to read, that I would like to read. I was just talking to Maya. Y'all know that's my bookie. She be recommending me books and everything. And I was talking to her, and she was like, "Have you ever read this book and this book?" And these are books that I'm pretty sure I was supposed to read in high school. But I told her, "Girl, we was reading Shakespeare. I was reading Shakespeare. I was reading Grindelwolf. I mean Grindelwolf, Beowulf, Grendel. She was reading To Kill a Mockingbird, Kite Runner." I ain't read those, y'all. She told me some other books I forgot, but they are on my list and I will be reading them. But that is all that I have for my bookies. Y'all know I always love a recommendation. I know that the Housemaid movie is coming out. That's all I'm gonna do is make a face to that because, some people that they chose to be in the movie might deter me from watching it, but then also I know I'm going to go and see the movie, and I just hope that they do a good job. As good as the book was, I hope that the film is just as good. And The Nightingale is supposedly supposed to be a movie. I had looked it up. It should be coming really soon. Like they have the cast and everything. So yeah, that's it, bookies. That's it. Cause these nominations, we about to get into it. Like I'm done with the bookies. I'm done with everything else. Let's get into these Grammy nominations because a girl is happy. A girl is happy, but also like I want to talk about it. I want to talk about who and what I would personally have as a nomination, and this is only because of what I listen to. So I want to start off by saying there are 95 categories, 95, and guess what? I was only interested in 14 of them. I'm not really interested in pop. I don't listen to pop music like that. I probably have heard a lot of pop songs and haven't realized like, oh, I know that song. But y'all know I am a R&B girly. I'm a rap girly, but I'm more R&B, like R&B through and through. So, really quick, the categories that I decided to cover is Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, Best New Artist, Best Pop Duo slash Performance Group, and that's only because I recognize most of those songs. Best R&B Performance, Best Traditional R&B Performance, Best R&B Song, Best Progressive Rap Album, Best Progressive R&B Album, Best R&B Album, Best Rap Performance, Best Rap Melodic Rap Performance, Best Rap Song, Best Rap Album. I know that's embarrassing. Like, that's embarrassing. And I'm not going to go and try to figure out how to pronounce it. I'm just going to say, I don't know how to pronounce it and leave it at that. So I do have this, let's see, I gotta get it together because this one screen gonna do what it do, but I also need to see the nominations, like what's in there, because I didn't write it down. I'm not writing it down. I'm learning that it don't have to be perfect, okay? So let me find the category. Do 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 do. I'm scrolling, y'all. But I am proud of myself because most of the albums in the R&B category, I listen to them and I got something to say. Uh, I know, I never give y'all silence. Okay, did I say record of the year? I did say record of the year. And I can read, I guess, kind of like what they're looking for. I guess because it says award to the artists and to the producers, recording engineers, and mixers and mastering engineers, if other than the artist. So this is the record of the year. Do I know most of these songs? No. Like Bad Bunny, DTMF, I've probably heard it because it was trending on TikTok. Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter, again, probably heard it because it was trending. I don't know. I have not willingly went and listened to that song. Of course, I've heard Anxiety by Doechii. That was trending, but also y'all know like I love Doechii. Waiting for new music from her. Wildflower again, another TikTok song. Abracadabra. I don't know if I've heard that song actually. Luther, duh, I've heard Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. The Subway by Chaperone. I don't know if I've heard that. And what is this? Appointment APT by Rose and Bruno Mars. I've heard that song, and I actually I like it. It's a little catchy, little groovy song. Um, do I really have a preference of who I want to get record of the year? Not really, because I have not listened to a lot of these songs. Like what, one, two, three of these songs out of, well, four. And I think I'll be very biased if I say like, oh, I want Luther to win. I love Doechii. Should Anxiety win? I mean, I'm kind of torn between like, are we going off of TikTok music, or are we going off of like, this is a good song? So that is who we have nominated for Record of the Year. And then for Album of the Year, we have Bad Bunny. I did not listen to his album, but it got a lot. Like I heard a lot about it, shall I say. I don't want to say it got a lot of hype, but I heard a lot about it. Justin Bieber Swag. I tried to listen to it. It's something I already told y'all. When I try to listen to an album, I got to be in the right headspace or the right mood. But there are a lot of songs off of that album that I'm like, oh, I like this song. I like this song. So, all right, Justin, you up there. And then Sabrina Carpenter, Man's Best Friend. Have not listened to it. All I heard was like the controversy of, I guess, the cover. We got Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips, Pusha T and Malice. I say I'm a rap girly, but baby, I don't know nothing about that. I ain't heard it. I don't know. Mayhem by Lady Gaga. I didn't listen to that album. And then these are the albums that Jada knows. GNX by Kendrick Lamar. Y'all know I listened to that back to back to back to back to back. And then like Super Bowl came, and then it was kind of like, which wouldn't that kind of be like record of the year for, I mean, yeah, album. What is this? Album of the year for 2025? Like 2024? Cuz the Grammys the Grammys come out on February 1st. And I feel like GNX was 2024. And I'm pretty sure he may have gotten a Grammy for this album. I should have, already maybe known that or had that together. But anyways, that's head scratching. Anyways, I'll get back to y'all on that. And then we have Mutt, Leon Thomas. Again, I feel like that album has been out for a minute. But again, that album was a no skipper, repeat, repeat, repeat for me, so I'm not even mad at it. And then Chromacopia. And Chromacopia was actually the first Tyler the Creator album that I listened to because my coworker told me to listen to it. And I actually enjoyed that project. I know that I'm not gonna say there's a lot of talk about Tyler the Creator, but the way that I perceived Tyler the Creator when he first came out is the way that a lot of people are like, yes, that's who he was, that's what he did. So when I listened to Chromacopia, I was like, oh, this is somebody who is like in touch with his blackness. I didn't know he was in touch with his blackness. I thought he was a little white boy, da 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 da, whatever the case may be. But that's neither here nor there. Um, as far as album of the year, I mean, if it goes to Bad Bunny, like, have it, sir. You performing at Super Bowl. I think you should have it. These other albums, again, I didn't listen to. I think that Mutt by Leon Thomas was put together beautifully. That could definitely be album of the year. But we could give it to Tyler. We could give it to Tyler. I don't really have an opinion on these simply because I have not listened to these other albums and I don't want to be biased. But yeah, let's go to the next category, which is what? Song of the Year again. We have oh, and it tells us so the song is eligible. Let me go back actually to rap album of the year. I mean, not rap album. Let me get this together. Album of the year. It says of material C. It says credited with 20% or more planned time of the album. Okay. Well, maybe that makes sense because after Super Bowl, then y'all went and listened to GNX, which is fine. I was already like had my whole life filled by GNX. So for Song of the Year, it says a song was eligible if it was first released or if it was first achieved prominence during the eligibility year. So these are songs that came out in 2025. You got Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. You have Anxiety by Doechii. You have APT by Bruno Mars and Rose. You have DTMF by Bad Bunny. You have Golden. This is I've seen these kids actually dress up for this as this group for Halloween. I don't know them. K-pop Demon Hunters, whatever. And then we have Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. You have Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter, and then Wildflower, which like song of the year and record of the year. Am I tripping? Well, all of these songs are the same. They're the same, except for what? The Subway song. Anyways, I'm just letting y'all know that these were the ones that I would like to cover with y'all, but I don't have any say on what I would like to happen with those categories. And then we have Best New Artist. And again, we all listen to music at artists during different times of their careers. So are they new artists to us? No, some of them aren't. Some of these artists, I don't know them, but we're going to go ahead and name them. If I mess up the name, my apologies. But we have Miss Olivia Dean. We have Cat's Eye, the Marisas, Addison Rae, Somber, Leon Thomas, Alex Warren, and Lola Young. Out of all of these people, I think only three of these people I know of or know. Olivia Dean, I listened to her album, 10 out of 10, no skips. Leon Thomas, I know him. And do y'all hear? He already has 2 nominations. And then Lola Young, I did see her like perform somewhere in like a video and she ended up passing out. So it ain't like I didn't see her, not in a good light. I don't want to say like she was doing anything bad, but I didn't get introduced to her under the best circumstances. For Best New Artist, you can honestly give it to Olivia Dean or Leon Thomas. Leon Thomas has been in the game for a very long time. So for y'all to deem him as a new artist, I think it's pretty crazy. But if he is in this category and can possibly win it, let him have it. But Miss Olivia Dean, she's new to me. She might be old to some of y'all, but she's new to me. So hey, she's a UK girly, and I told y'all I love me some UK artists. Let's see. The next category that we have is the best pop duo group performance. Let me get to it. Because right now they're talking about classical. Yeah, see. Defining Gravity. Defying Gravity, my bad. I tried to watch Wicked. I fell asleep. I don't know if I was still recording then. I think that I was. I think that we talked about my experience with Wicked. I know y'all love Wicked Down. So you know what? If it wins, perfect. Again, another song by these K-pop demon hunters called Golden. And I honestly want to know, or maybe I should have looked this up, but some of these nominations have like asterisks by them. And I don't know if that means that it's not like permanent. I don't know what that means. I'll look it up and figure that out later. But I did notice that some are bold and some don't have, some are bold without asterisks, and then some are not bold and have asterisks. Then you have Gabriella by Cat's Eye. Don't know who that is. Don't know what that is. APT by Rose and Bruno Mars. And then 30 for 30. This is really why I covered it, because SZA and Kendrick Lamar and a pop song. Wouldn't say that, but whatever. Out of all of these songs, I really don't care who wins. Like, again, I just brought it up because I saw Kendrick Lamar and SZA, and then of course like my Wicked lovers. I just want to throw in there that y'all got a song. Next category that we have is going to be we're getting into the R&B, okay? Let me scroll cuz this is where I really want to like get into it. And music and well, we're doing a little bit of music, but the music and TV segment not going to be that long. I'm trying my hardest to keep it under 30 minutes. But I ain't talked to y'all in so long, and I feel like there's a lot to be said about the Grammy nominations. So now we are at Best R&B Performance. Mr. Justin Bieber found his way to and it's just a song for new vocal or instrumental R&B recordings. So Justin Bieber, Yukon, I've heard that song because of TikTok. And then we have Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller, It Depends. Again, I was on the song before it became a TikTok trend. I enjoy it. I think it's a good song. Y'all was mad that kids was dancing to that song. Very valid. That's not a song that y'all kids should be dancing to, but that's neither here nor there. Then we have Folded by my baby Kaylani. I knew y'all was gonna eat that song up. Y'all love R&B music, and she been, writing the music, recording the music that she wants to record and write. I'm not going to say y'all wasn't messing with it. The people who love her love her. The people who've been listening, and she has yet to put out a bad album to me. But Folded, my girl is in her bag right now with Folded, even out the window. Like, girl, yes. And then we have Mutt, but it is specifically the live version of it from Leon Thomas's NPR's Tiny Desk. And then we got Heart of a Woman by Summer Walker. This is when it gets hard. This is when it gets hard. The best R&B performance. And the crazy thing is just the way that music is sometimes songs literally have like their moments. And Folded has been having its moment for the longest. Like Heart of a Woman definitely had its moment. But then it was like you left us with that single for so long, Summer. You're giving us an album tomorrow, which is cool, fine. But you left us with that single for so long that it was kind of just like, all right. I like Mutt by Leon Thomas. Again, I like It Depends. Yukon, I'm sorry. I hope that Kaylani gets this Grammy. I hope she gets this Grammy for this song. I really do. And then we have Best Traditional R&B Performance. And this says for new or vocal instrumental traditional R&B recordings. Is that not what it said up above? Right. Whatever. We have Here We Are by Duran Bernard. We have Uptown by Layla Hathaway. Love You Too by Lettucey. Cry Baby by SZA. And Vibes Don't Lie by Leon Thomas. And I'm only the first three. I have not heard these songs. I haven't heard them. I was really shocked when I saw Crybaby because Crybaby is one of my favorite songs off of Lana, and I did not know that excuse me, out of all of these songs on that album that Crybaby actually would have got nominated. And it's like shockingly, like I'm happy shocked. Like one of my favorite songs, yeah. And Vibes Don't Lie. I like Vibes Don't Lie. That's when it gets hard for me because I do like both of those songs. It's Vibes Don't Lie. One of my favorite songs off of that album. It is. It is definitely a top 5. And again, this is going to sound biased because I don't know the other 3 songs. But you can go ahead and get it to Crybaby. Like, go ahead and get it to Miss SZA, please. Hand it over to her. Then we have Best R&B Song. Folded by Kaylani. Heart of a Woman by Summer Walker. It Depends by Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller. Overqualified by Duran Bernard. And Yes It Is by Leon Thomas. I think that these are his 6 nominations at this point. This man has a lot of nominations. He has 6 of them. I feel like he should definitely get 3 out of the 6. Again, I can be very biased, but the only song that I do not know on this list of the best R&B song is going to be Overqualified. The way that Yes It Is had me in a chokehold compared to Folded. I'm am not going to pick. I'm just going to let whoever the voters are decide. And then once the Grammys happen, we can come back and talk about it. Whoever wins this category, I actually won't be mad or upset. I just feel like most of these songs, I didn't even know people knew them. I didn't know people listened to them. I, again, don't know how some of these nominees get chosen, but somebody sat down and listened to the Mutt album. They did. And they pulled out some great songs from that album. Vibes Don't Lie, Yes It Is. I Do. Of course, Mud, like my top five. It's a no skip. It's a no skip album, but I was really shocked to see the songs that got nominated from this album in a good way. Now, the best progressive R&B album goes to, and the nominations go to Bloom by Duran Bernard. I had that queued up. I had that queued up to listen to it. The songs were definitely longer, and I cannot listen to music when I work. I get too, I want to hear the music. I want to hear the lyrics, and I just cannot listen to music when I work. So I have not had time to listen to that album. Then we have Adjust Brightness by Bilal. I don't know who that is. And then we have Love on Digital, Dustin Conrad. Destin Conrad. That was a good album. I listened to it. I actually did a review, but I didn't upload my video on YouTube. But Love on Digital is a good album. Access All Areas. Let me actually see because I caught myself listening to Flow the other day when I took my walk and I was smiling because they definitely was like, we gonna be the next Destiny's Child. They was just like talking their stuff. Yeah, I started it. I started that album. And then Come As You Are, um, Terrace Martin and Kenyon Dixon. I have not listened to that album. And again, if I'm being biased, give it to Destin. Matter of fact, you can give it to Duran Bernard simply because I like his personality. The music that I have heard by him, I love it. I just really like his energy. But again, I like R&B, so I'm going to just tell y'all who the nominations are for these R&B categories. Now, this is the category that I really. This is the category that I really want to talk about because out of the one, two, three, four, five albums on here, I listened to four of them. I did. And I got to go to a concert for one of them. I did. Okay, anyways, this is the best R&B album. And Giveon Beloved, he got nominated, y'all. I don't think y'all talked about that album enough for me. Maybe I don't be in the right corners of the internet, but Why Not More by Coco Jones. Again, this has asterisks by it and it's not bold. I don't know what that means. I also did a review, like a first listen, a reaction video, whatever you want to call it, for this album, and I did not upload the video. But yeah, let me finish and then I will tell y'all my opinion. The Crown by Lettucey, I did not listen to it. I'm pretty sure it's a good album, but I didn't listen to it. I haven't heard not one single song from it. And then we have Escape Room by Miss Tiana Taylor. And then we have Mutt by Leon Thomas. This is his last. This is 6. Torn, okay? Let's get to the who I would take off of here and put on here. Again, it's me being biased. It's my opinion, but this is how I feel. If y'all could put Crybaby as a best R&B song, y'all could definitely put the whole Lana. And maybe it's not an R&B album. I don't know what it could be considered. I would say it was more so R&B than it is pop or progressive R&B, but I definitely think that that album deserved. You could have put that up there. You could have put that up there. So no skips. I think she did a good job on that album. Definitely a lot more R&B songs. So I would have Giveon, Coco, Tiana Taylor, SZA, and Leon Thomas. Now let's work with and talk about what we have. And I'm gonna start from the bottom because I want Giveon to get this. I want Giveon to get the Grammy. I'm sorry. I want him to get this Grammy because that album, yeah. Yeah, I have been listening to that album up until the concert, after the concert, and it just gets better each listen. I'm sorry to say. Okay, so Mutt. I mean, again, he's nominated for six. He can get three out of the six, and I will be happy for him. He can get all six, and it'll be what it is. I listened to Escape Room by Tiana Taylor the other day on my walk. I still love her album titled The Album. I love that album. This is an album that she gave us after she told us she was done with music. I love her creativity. I love the storytelling in between each song, how she kind of did what Jasmine did with Hotels. There's somebody talking in between each song, just talking that shit. You got Issa Rae, you got Taraji P. Henson. I think it was a cool album to listen to. I think it was cool to listen to just how she feels, I guess, about the divorce. If that's what she's singing about, we're going to assume that she's singing about the divorce, but then also she still throws in her sexy songs, those, doing her thing, doing what she normally does. So I enjoyed that album. That is an album that I will go back and listen to songs. I actually think that it's a no skip album. I didn't skip a song. Yeah, I was walking, but I still enjoyed every song and didn't feel the need to be like, what is this, and skip a song. So Tiana could win. Could. Is that what Jada wants? No. And then let's go to Miss Coco Jones, Why Not More? Because I actually didn't upload the review of the album, but I did talk about the album to y'all. I'm not blaming this on Coco Jones. I think that she is an excellent singer. I think that when you get signed to a label, how much say do you really have over the songs that you do record and things like that? Um, why Not More wasn't like OMG for me. I listened to it that first time, like I listened to that whole album the first time. There are songs that I like. I maybe gave y'all a top five, and that was probably hard. But I think there's like five songs that I could genuinely go back and play off that album. On Site grew on me. I like On Site. She actually sang On Site live. She did a good job. Coco has vocals, like that's, we're not denying that at all. I think of course like here we go. That's my shit. Like duh. But there are some songs I could have skipped, so it wasn't a 10 out of 10 no skip album. I'm not saying that she does not deserve this nomination for best R&B album. Like, hey, go off sis, and if you win, I'm happy for you. But let's talk about my favorite album on this list. And it's crazy that I'm saying that because I really, 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 really love Mutt. But I think we was giving Mutt like 2 years ago. Let me see. I'm actually gonna look it up. Because I sat with Mutt for a very long time. Like very long time. And let's see. I'm not going to say much about it's gonna play the song, so bear with me. That's not what I wanted. Oh, it came out in 2024. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. But September 27th of 2024. So, beloved, beloved. We waited 3 years for that album. Giveon really sat back and did what needed to be done. The vibe of the album, I really cannot explain. Again, I told y'all I went to the concert, so I'll talk about that in the later segment. But I wanted to go to Giveon. Give it to Giveon because, yeah, I wanted to go to him. I don't have anything else to say except for I wanted to go to him. And then we have the best rap performance. It says singles or tracks only. We got Outside by Cardi B. We got Chains and Whips by Clips. Is this Clipsy? Y'all know I don't listen to rap. Pusha T and Malice. And then it features Kendrick Lamar and Pharrell. And we got Anxiety by Doechii. We got TV Off by Kendrick Lamar featuring Lefty Gunplay. And then we got Darling I Keep Falling. Anyways, by creator Tyler the Creator and Tizo Touchdown. Um Best rap performance. See, when it says performance, I'm not going to assume it's a video. I liked Outside. Will I play Outside by Cardi B? No. If it comes on, will I let it play? Yes. I'm not that big of a like, OMG, Cardi B, Cardi B. I'm just not. I'm just not. But I can acknowledge, like, I could listen to some of her singles off her album, but I'm not going to listen to that album. I have not heard Chains and Whips. I've heard Anxiety. TV Off, like, that was, everybody loved that. The whole mustard, like, that song was getting ate up. But see, I liked Darling I when I listened to Chromacopia, but then Darling I got a video and I fell like more in love with that song because it was so stinking cute. So you can give it to Kendrick, you can give it to Tyler, you can give it to Cardi, you can give it to, I don't care who y'all give it to, honestly. I'm just like interested in some of these songs that they like chose and then interested in who wins. So I guess we can really have a conversation after February 1st. But I really like Darling I like TV Off. Like those are my little songs. And then the best rap performance, I'm not gonna say the word again because I'm not going to embarrass myself, is Proud of Me by Friday featuring Meek Mill, Wholeheartedly by Jid featuring Ty Dolla Sign and Black. I need to listen to that because that sounds like something I would like. Then Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Weema by Terrence. This don't have an N in it. Terrace Martin and then I have not even drank this wine and my words are just getting blah, 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 blah. King and Dixon. And then Somebody Loves Me, Party Next Door, and Drake. And that album, I don't know. Let's see. I could be very biased. The only song that I know on here is Luther, but I am going to listen to Wholeheartedly because that sounds like something I'm interested in. I love Ty Dolla Sign. I love Ty Dolla Sign. So yeah. And then we got the best rap song. We almost done, y'all. Almost done. I promise you I'll get through the last part in 10 minutes. The best rap song. You got Anxiety, The Birds Don't Sing. Who is that by? Oh, who is that by? Oh, that's still Pusha T and Clipsy and Malice. And you got Sticky. And then TGIF and TV Off. And what is this? Best rap song? Hmm. Anxiety really got a lot of Grammy nominations, and I'm not gonna talk shit, but I do feel like Doechii has a whole album out, and I do know last year they did acknowledge the album. She won, but I guess Anxiety maybe is the only song that she kind of put out this year that they could even go off of. I'm not mad about it. I think that's what, like, five nominations for one song. I think that's pretty damn cool. I ain't mad. I think that's cool. Um, and then I don't know. Anybody can win. Anybody can win. Anybody. Sticky, TV Off, TGIF. I mean, again, Kendrick Lamar got a lot of Grammys last year off this album. So if this man is still racking up Grammys off this album because he performed at Super Bowl, that's cool. That's pretty damn cool. Okay, last category. And then we're done. We're done. The best rap album. Again, Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clipsy, Pusha T, and Malice. Glorious by Glorilla. God Does Like Ugly by Jid, G and X by Kendrick Lamar, and Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator. Give it to Glorilla. I know this is probably not going to age well, but also I really don't know what her and Megan got going on. It's not my business. They don't pay me. But you can give it to Glorilla. You can give it to anybody. I don't care. I think that the longer conversation will be had after we see who wins. But that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. I know this topic was long as hell. Y'all know I like my music. I love my music. And I wanted to talk about the Grammy nominations. And I know I might have pronounced a lot of names wrong. Let me know. I ain't mad about it. Let me know. I know that y'all probably like, damn girl, you don't know how to say it. No, I don't. I don't know how to say it. I don't. And I ain't ashamed of it. But that was the topic for today. That's what y'all getting. The Grammy nominations. And then we'll talk about it. The who wins. We'll talk about that next year in 2026 in February. So let's get to music and TV really, really, really quick because I'm going to send y'all a lot of places because we don't even really do much of that over here anymore. That is something that's new. But back to music. Back to this Giveon Beloved album slash concert. And I want to touch more on the concert because I went to see Giveon with his Give or Take album. And I say all the time, I would not go pay money to go see Summer Walker simply because my girl is not going to sit on a stool and sing to me, okay? Okay. Giveon with the Give and Take tour, I'm not going to say that man sat on the stool, did whatever. Like, I enjoyed his performance. I enjoyed his voice. He did a good job. So with the Beloved tour, again, I cannot explain the vibes that it was given, but the people who dressed up, they knew the vibes. They knew exactly what it was. He had his fur coat on. He had his wine. It was very elegant. It was cute. It was given what it was supposed to. And I appreciate how Giveon just kept our attention during the concert. How he was able to like tell us stories and segue to the next song. He did a good job. I don't have any complaints. He sang all the songs that I wanted him to. I loved that concert. I think his tour, I felt like it went by super duper fast, but again, I guess he is still technically on a smaller scale, but 10 out of 10. The album is a 1000 out of 10. If you have not listened to that album, you need to go listen to that album. You need to. Do y'all want a top five? I don't know. It's like 11 songs on there and I love them all. I thought that not Backup Plan. I did think that Backup Plan was going to be my favorite song. It wasn't. It didn't end up being my favorite song. Keeper is one of my favorite songs. I love Keeper. I love Numb. 20s. Duh. I could tell like yeah, it's 14 songs. It's 14 songs and y'all should go and listen if y'all have not listened to this man's album. Now, as far as what I have been listening to, I've been listening to Pandora. My Pandora is trash as hell, or maybe I just like a lot of different music, but I feel like it plays the same songs. I click on Beyonce radio, it never gives Beyonce. It never gives Beyonce. It has never played a song from Renaissance. It has never played a song from Cowboy Carter. And if it's doing that because it wants me to pay for it, then I'm just going to continue to go to Apple Music and play what I want to hear when I want to hear it. But I have been listening to K Michelle because somebody brought up a very good point. We miss when the artists got to really write their music. And anybody want to buy a heart? That album is good. K Michelle has never missed. K Michelle has never had a bad album. I love K Michelle. I can't wait to see her on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I've been listening to my girl K Michelle. Of course, Summer Walker, like I would say that she put crack in her last albums, but the way that this album is looking tomorrow, I'm really hoping tomorrow, today, whenever y'all listen to it, 11:14, she got a lot of features, and I just really hope that she makes this work. I'm not going to go as far as saying like she need London to make her music because Summer basically wrote that music. He just produced it. But she gave us some great albums, and everybody got to fall one day, right? And I'm just hoping this ain't the album. Like I'm hoping this isn't the album. I did like Heart of a Woman, but that other song, Spend It, I think it is. I don't like that song. I don't like that song. I could skip that song. And you only put out two songs, and I already got a song that I would skip, unless the album flows and it's like, okay, girl, I could get with this. But right now, I'm already skipping that song. I don't play that song. If it was to come on, I would skip it. I don't want to hear that. And then we got Ari Lennox. She has a new song out. That girl is funny. Ari Lennox does not care. She is funny. Her album actually does not come out until January 23rd. Happy birthday to me. She's going to gift me with the album. January 23rd, 2026. But right now she has a single out called Vacancy. Well, hold on. The album is called Vacancy. And the single that is out is called Under the Moon. She does have a song out called Vacancy too. She got a song out called Vacancy, Under the Moon, and then Soft Girl Era. I thought that we were going to get the album way before January, but sometimes you need a little bit more time. You got to make decisions, make sure you put the best songs on there. So I know whatever Ari gives us is going to be good. Summer Walker, we'll talk about that when we talk about it. We'll talk about it when we talk about it. But That's all that I have for music. TV is going to be super duper quick. Why? Because I do recaps on YouTube of the Real Housewives of Potomac, and I do like reactions in real time while I'm watching Real Housewives of Potomac on TikTok. So if you don't follow me on TikTok or you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you should definitely go and do that so you could hear about how I feel about this season of Real Housewives of Potomac because these bitches got my head spinning. Okay? All I'm gonna say is Stacy is my girl. Stacy makes me laugh. I like that she's not allowing these girls to get to her and paying them no attention. I really, really, really wanted to like Angel. And I'm not saying that I dislike Angel. I don't know these women. This is TV. I don't have like hardcore feelings about them. I just watch what they do, what the producers put together, and I just comment on it. I really don't know these people. I don't give a damn what they do, or I don't care. But Angel? Girl, I was rooting for you. I was really rooting for her. And although she seems like a nice girl, woman outside of these women, whatever these women are like, she cannot take the pressure. She's not doing a great job with these women. Kay is already a little this season. Like, I told y'all last season I wanted more Kay, and I'm like, Kay, please. If this is what you're going to give us, I don't want it. I hope that Kay, if Kay is an only child, it explains a lot of how she wants her friendships to be, but she needs to go sit and be alone. She really do because she gives high school mentality when it comes to friendships and what she expects out of them. Like Giselle said, high maintenance. And it's okay to be want a high maintenance friendship just as much as it's okay for people to be low maintenance friends. You just got to know, take people for who they are, and you can't be mad at it. And she just has high expectations and really wants people to like just be there. So that's what's going on with this season so far. What I think we got 6 episodes. I'm enjoying it. I mean, some of the one episode was probably a little boring, but I'm enjoying these women. Their trip to Nevis is really cute. I want to go to Nevis now. I think Giselle did a good job choosing that place. Ashley is still messy as hell. Ain't nobody worried about her. She need to get the fuck on. And yeah, I like Tia. I really want Jazzy to be a housewife. I don't care. I want her to be on the cast because she brings the energy. She brings the drama. She also knows how to kind of just, take accountability, and she's just good. She's doing a good job. They need to do some rearranging. I'm not here to speak about what Wendy got going on with fraud and things like that because I didn't read into it. I really don't care. We'll see how it plays out. I hope them the best. I wish for them the best because that's crazy. But yeah, that is the Real Housewives of Potomac. Again, the recaps are on YouTube, and then the live reactions, me watching the commentary on TikTok. Go follow, subscribe, do what you need to do. And then today as I record, I am anxious to get up out this seat and go watch The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Now, my expectations really aren't that high simply because this third season came out pretty fast, and I think it's due to the girls, two of them being on Dancing with the Stars. So I doubt that they were probably able to film during Dancing with the Stars. But y'all know how they left us on season 2. They left us with a lot of questions, not fucking with the me. Let's see. Like, let's really see. I'm not even gonna say team. Can Whitney like win me over? I really don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If she takes some accountability, maybe, but she just threw me off the first season. And it's really hard to come back from that first season. But yeah, I will be doing again the recaps and the commentary of Secret Life of Mormon Wives also. So if you follow me on TikTok and subscribe to my YouTube and you're interested in either one of those shows, that is what I will be covering right now. That is what I will be talking about. I am going to ask the TikTok people what other Real Housewives franchise should I watch because I've been told that I should watch others. I already watch Atlanta. I'm probably more geared to watching Salt Lake City because that's what has been coming up a lot. But yeah, we'll see. I think that's all. And then I could tell y'all the past shows that I watched. Hayward. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I didn't like it. Monster, the Ed Gein story. disturbing. I was very disturbed. And y'all know I love true crime. I listen to true crime all the time. That was disturbing. And then The Gilded Age, I watched all 3 seasons of The Gilded Age. I love that show. I cannot wait for that show to come back on. That was a good one. The Gilded Age was a good one. If y'all don't know where to find it, it is on HBO Max, and I really think that y'all should go and watch it. It's a history lesson if you pick up on the history, but also just the things that are going on, the stories that are being told. I enjoyed The Gilded Age. And then I'm watching Animal Kingdom. It was recommended by my mama. I don't know if y'all watch it. It got like 6 seasons. I finished the first season, on to the next. As I keep watching, I just keep finding out more and more and more and more. And because I watched the last episode, I did start and I'm caught up with Reasonable Doubt. Baby, the way they just ended that third season. When are we getting the fourth season? Oh my goodness, they cannot leave us on a cliffhanger like that. That is crazy. But let's see if I remember my outro because it has been a minute. Okay? Because I'm done. I'm done talking to y'all. I have talked y'all head off. It was expected though. It was expected because I haven't talked to y'all in almost 6 months. It hasn't been 6 months, but almost. But um, email me, send me emails. I really don't remember. For questions, like anything, y'all know y'all can email me at it's jmarie 2es9 at gmail.com. What else do I tell y'all? Follow me on Instagram at it's underscore jmarie 2es, and that's just, to see the clips, to communicate with me in a faster way. I really don't remember my outro, and it's sad, but it's okay. I'm going to get back to it. I don't have it written down. It's just that came with consistency, that came with time, that came with flow. But I hope that during these times, because yeah, y'all knew it was coming, that y'all are doing the best that y'all can, that y'all are just doing things to decompress, to keep your mind off of things that could just have you just going, going, going. I did a 1,000-piece puzzle. We could talk about that a different day. I don't have enough time to talk about that. But yeah, find you something to do. Y'all know I tell y'all go touch the grass, go for a walk, whatever it is that you can do to just make yourself feel better, feel good, to not just feel like you're going to go crazy, do it. Keep yourself informed though. I would never tell you not to keep yourself informed. And make sure that you're doing your part. Make sure you're being a nice, kind human being. That could be so hard. That could be so hard. But just try it. It goes a long way. Just smile. Keep your head up. Keep showing up. Keep doing what you're doing. If you got goals, I hope that you have achieved all, if not most of your goals for the year of 2025 and getting ready for 2026. I know it's cold in some places. It ain't cold here. Bundle up. Take care of yourself. Love on your family during these times. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.